We talking sprint culture, we talking track and field. When the gunshot lick it, give a man the chills. We talking speed demons like Usain. The red track where a legend really makes their name. The US and Jamaica, they run the sprinting game. There's nothing like the Olympics for your claim to fame. When you break the world record, you show you ain't the same. From the men to the women, times are insane. Yeah, we talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture.
Respect. We saying. Check this out off the bat, sprint culture vultures. I don't want to see Fred in nothing but Nikes. I don't want to see Fred Curley in nothing but Nikes. I think the proof is in the pudding. I've always wanted to say that. I never said it in my life. The proof is in the pudding. The Nikes were the difference. Look, my top three was order-wise was a little bit off, but it was bang on. I said, look, if Fred puts those Nikes on, he's getting on a team. He did. I thought Kenny would win. Noah came through. Look it. I respect what Noah's doing, man. He's beating these guys off of straight confidence, yo. He's confident. He's not running no blistering times. I think everyone in that race had the capabilities of running 9.82. But he's the one that's gonna do it. Let me put his results up. I just want to have this stuff handy. But look, man, if Fred ain't wearing Nikes, I don't want to hear shit. 983. Fred needs to be in Nikes at all times. What we got here? I see the chat filling up. Respect to everybody for tuning in, yo. This may be a quick one, man. But we got to talk through some of this. Now, we're back to Noah. As far as what he's doing, right? Let's move even before the win. The win was impressive. This cat walked in with Snoop. Yo, pick up Noah for that, yo. I gotta be honest, man. This cat walked in with Snoop and opened up the briefcase. I can't remember what was in the briefcase. Who cares? The briefcase is a good idea. This cat does things. This cat gets people talking. And that's the angle I'm looking at these guys from now, you know. I mean, the clock is cool, but are people talking about you? Are people talking about you? I make that argument for Fred too. Fred, no matter what's happening, people are talking about him. Kenny, he got the headband thing going on. He's got a look. People are talking about him. Are people talking about you? Yeah, man. I'm good with the three that made it, man. I do feel bad for Christian. I'm sure a lot of people do. Christian Coleman, I'm talking about, not Christian Miller, the high schooler who ran well as well. We'll get to that. But I think Christian would have made the team if Fred didn't wear the Nikes. Plain and simple, dog. Straight. I think if Fred didn't wear those Nikes, he wasn't gonna beat Christian. But I knew Christian would fall back after the start. My assessment was pretty much bang on, except for the fact that Noah was in front. I thought Kenny would have came in front. What I like about something I noticed after the race, Kenny was pretty upset with the with the silver medal. I think that's a good sign. I mean, he's got bigger aspirations. I think in the past, you know, just making the team against a field like that, Kenny would have been pretty happy about. He wasn't totally cool with that. Yo, Shirelli, what you say, dog? Yo, I miss you too. Yo, Shirelli, you're doing loads of work there now, man. Where were you when I was there, man? Shirelli Najak is a producer at CBC. I used to work there. Yeah, man. You weren't doing as much stuff with CBC Sports, at least my section when I was there, man. I would have tried to do some work with you too. That's how it goes sometimes, man. But yeah, I felt it for Coleman, man. Especially after, I mean, you could argue he got 2021 taken away from him with the ban and everything. Just coming off the World Championship win, we're in 9-7 shape. Coleman looked unbeatable those days, yo. Ends up with the ban, and since he's been back from the ban, let's be honest, he hasn't been the same, man. We know it, and I think deep down he knows it too. I think he looks back at those years like, fuck, man, like I need to get back. And Paris was, I'm sure he's been thinking about Paris for years. Eddie Sanchez, if you keep on bringing up that horse game with Andre, I shouldn't have missed the dunk. That's what it was. It was the dunk. I could have sealed the victory with the dunk. But as far as Christian, this is going to be a rough night for him. And that's unfortunate because it's the thing, like, especially when you're in a relationship with someone in track and field, when they do well and you don't do as well as you want it to, it could be tough, man. It could be really tough because you want to be happy for them, but you're pissed about yourself, and they want to be happy for you, or they want to be there for you and sad for you, and empathetic, but they're happy. It's a tough situation, man. It's a tough situation. So I feel it for him. I mean, he'll bounce back. Who's Christian dating? Christian's dating Sha'Carri apparently. So I mean, he'll be back. It's just the Olympics though. That's the one you want, man. That's the one you want. So yeah, we're not going to see Christian. Well, let's take a little pause for a second. I think we need a day for all the urine to come back before we say that Christian's not on the team. So pending any situations, just being honest, this is the type of stuff we have to talk about now. It's just what it is. This is the reality of the situation. We got to wait for the piss to come back of everybody before we know if Christian's not going to be on the team. Just being real. So what can I say? Hey, after the semis, the high schooler. I want to talk about the high schooler. Christian Miller. I didn't think he was going to make it through to the next round when I saw the result he had yesterday. I looked on the semifinal sheet. I saw him on. I was like, okay, he's going to get another shot. I think he's going to get a good run in because, yesterday was probably kind of nervous. He's never lined up with guys like that. Apparently, he lives in Florida, coming all the way to Oregon, long trip, lag. It's a different situation. Big up the one named Vader Games. I see that. So you see that he was a little rough the first round. Came to the semi, grabbed third, got a spot in the final, ran 9. It was windy, but who cares? You ran 9 amongst the monsters, He should be happy about his performance, man. Make it into the final as a high schooler. I mean, this takes us back to Noah days. When Noah first jumped on the scene, he was in high school. Michael Norman as well. They came on the scene as high schoolers, got in some finals. He's miles ahead of any other person his age. He's miles ahead of some collegiate athletes, actually. He's going to the Olympics. He came 5th. I mean, for a high schooler, you came 5th? You ran 9 seconds again? And he beat some names. He beat Courtney, who looked really good in the semi. I thought Courtney was going to do something after that semi because he'd been looking solid, and I like how he performs at championships. He'll do something in that 200 though. But beat Courtney, Brandon Hicklin, who had a really good U.S. trials. Kendall Williams always finds a way into that final, man. It's Noah's training partner. And JT Smith, he just had a really good championships. He didn't have the standard, so even if he made it, he wasn't going to be able to run the 100 anyways if he was top 3. But that wasn't going to happen. But yeah, Christian Miller. I mean, moving forward, along with Quincy Wilson, who we'll talk about a little bit later, the experience these guys are getting right now, going into their future years, is, I mean, they're going to be the guys to watch, and they interview well. They interview really well. They sound mature beyond their years, man. I seen even Quincy after his 400. We'll get back to the 100. He said he's been studying these guys. Yo, a lot of high school kids ain't really watching film no more. They're not. But I mean, him doing that says a lot, man. So, anyways, Christian didn't make it. Unfortunate. He'll be back. He'll be all right. Let's wait a couple days before we know really Wagwan. Unattached Fred Curley makes the squad. Fred is he's going to be, I think, getting over this hump of the Olympic trials and getting through all the chaos of what shoe company am I with and what shoes am I wearing and why am I not running well and all this stuff that he's been dealing with up to this point, getting through the trials and going to the Olympics. I think his road onto the team was harder than any of these guys. And I think because of that, at the Olympics, he's going to be a real threat for gold. For gold. I think that you can argue Noah's path has been pretty smooth. I mean, he's done everything he's needed to do. He's answered the call every single time. He's put on the shows. He's been on shows. Everyone knows he's the guy, and he's coming through. I think he's been pretty smooth. Kenny, he's been low key. Hasn't ran much. Obviously in shape. So I think that, because he's been out of the mix and laying low, you could say it's been smooth for him too. But Fred has been getting trashed on social media, laughed at, people saying all kind of shit about him, talking about the world record and sounding stupid and him not even gonna make the team, and him being confused with which shoe company he's with and all this shit. We hear a lot about that stuff, but the reality is a lot of people really like Fred. I really like Fred. To be honest, I would have, if I was picking favorites of people I like, I'd want Fred to win. The U.S. trials, I'm talking about. But like I said, he needed to put those Nikes on. And one thing about Fred, he's real with himself, yo. So what I gather from the situation is he didn't feel like he was performing well in the ASICs. So he had to end the deal with them, which apparently was a lot of money. This is millions and millions of dollars that he left on the table. If I was to think, like, Fred would probably be thinking, he's probably thinking along the lines of, look, man, if I'm not winning, it really don't mean shit. I was kind of talking about this yesterday. So he's probably like, let me get rid of this shit. Okay, whatever, with the rest of the money, I'll make the rest of the money back when I go win the games. I'm gonna be real with myself. I ran fast. I ran fast in the Nikes. That's just what it is. What a great marketing campaign for Nike. Wow. What's better than that? A prominent world champion is having a shaky season in another brand. He goes to his trials and says, I'm going to wear Nikes, and makes the team. Runs 9.8. Season best by far. Nike won, man. Big up Nike. I know no one wears Adidas, and they won. And that red bodysuit was looking clean. I can't even. Both bodysuits Noah wore. Pause. The white one yesterday and the red one today, clean. very clean. But yeah, marketing wise, Nike really came up, man. If you don't have the shoes, you're bound to lose. But no one's confident. It's very confident, and I don't know. I don't know where his confidence level is going to be at the Olympics. If you look at this meet by far was the most exciting. This 100 meters was the most exciting 100 meters of the year by far, miles. But that's expected. It's U.S. Olympic trials. Before I die, I need to go to a U.S. Olympic trials. Maybe I'll go before LA. I'd rather go to the U.S. Olympic trials than go to the actual Olympics. I'm probably saying that I've been to the Olympics a few times already, twice competing and twice as a broadcaster as well. So I've been to the Olympics a bunch of times. But U.S. Olympic trials, I need to be there, man, because it's the desperation, the level of competition at the U.S. trials is beyond any other trials in the world. Don't say Jamaica, because Jamaica, it's at one point in the sprints was close, but across the board, U.S. trials, everyone's really, 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 really good at what they do and could go to other countries and potentially dominate. Yo, I want to be there. I want to feel that desperation. I want to feel the glory of when people actually overcome that and make the squad. And the emotional roller coaster at the U.S. trials is probably beyond anywhere, yo. Big up the one named Fitzdunk. And I need to be there. Now, Fitz, trials over Olympics is crazy, but I'm just saying, I've been to the Olympics a few times already, man. That's mainly why I'm saying it. I don't want to go to the Olympics again. I mean, I would mind, but it's not. I have never been to the U.S. Olympic trials, and that means hot. There's a lot of tweeting going on when I was watching the meet. Another thing I wanted to talk about was oh, do you think Coleman should switch coaches? Chat, let me know what y'all think. Do you think it's time for Christian Coleman to switch coaches? To my understanding, y'all can correct me if you can. I'm not sure. I feel like, or to my understanding, he's been with the same coach since he was in college. If that's not the case, let me know so I can be understood. So I can understand. But I think at some point you have to evaluate where you are in your career and evaluate if you're not progressing. Now, I'm not a fan of people blaming their coaches all the time. Some people blame their coach after one bad season. Not a fan of that. I think that his race model isn't changing. He's getting out great and holding on. He's been doing that for a while. Early days, he'd get away with it. Now, he's not. Circumstances alter cases. He had a break because of the suspension. When you come back, things aren't always the same. And sometimes the same approach isn't going to work. Sometimes you may need a new look. You may need a new approach because the landscape's changed. His landscape has changed since the suspension. I think that everyone needs to be honest about that and really evaluate whether or not where he is right now is best for him. Because, yeah, he made the team last year. Yeah, he was Diamond League champion last year. But is he the Christian that we've seen before? This was I don't know. This was a tough team to not make for someone like him. He should be there. Talent-wise. As a matter of fact, my attention during the race was on Noah and Kenny if I'm recollecting it. I'm looking at Noah and Kenny. But I remember at 60, all of a sudden realizing that Coleman was out there. And I was like, oh, Coleman got it. And within a second, that changed. His deceleration is something needs to be done about that. He's gonna have trouble with guys that are coming through in the latter part of the race, especially when everyone's around the same speed. I bet on finishers. Starters are only dominant when they're way better than everyone else. When he was killing, he was way better than everyone else. So, you know, it wasn't a matter of the middle of the race. You know, whoever keeps their composure is going to win. When you know you got a strong finish, middle of the race, you're cool because you know the best part of your race is coming. If you're a good starter, you know in the middle of a race, the best part of your race is gone. And that's on your mind. That, well, hey, I've done what I can. Now I'm here. The hold on mentality at the latter part of the race, it's not where you want to be. Middle of the race, that's not where you want to be. I'm holding on. You want to be really, really clear, where you're so far clear that you ain't even thinking no more. It's like, well, nothing else no one else could do. But if you're holding on, that mentality is I'm holding on. It's not where you want to be. So when everyone's running around at the same time, I always go with the finishers. And there's some really strong finishers right now. Fred, strong finisher. Kenny, strong finisher. Zarnell Hughes, strong finisher. Litzy Lee Tobogo, strong finisher. Akini Zimbini, strong finisher. Andre DeGrasse, strong finisher. You know, I had to put the emphasis on that because Maple Leaf every day, all day. But he's got to get that latter part of the race down somehow, man. This is what Olympic years is all about, making people think what the future holds. But to not be going individually in the 100, that's tough, man. And it's going to be a tough argument to get him on that 4x1. Sober Sushi, that's very disrespectful. Why are we still talking about Coleman? He does the same thing every race. That's my point. It might be time for a change. I'm just putting it out there. I'll say this, not to bring up old stuff, but Melissa Jefferson back in the day, and I love her coach. He's coaching at USC right now. But I said, look, there's sometimes there comes a point where it doesn't matter how much you love your coach, you may have to make a switch. Be open to that, because that can happen. Everyone's got to be professional about it. And if you got to make a switch, you make the switch. Back then, she was like, nah, never. I'm not leaving him. No way. Even he was like, nah, it'll never happen. Nah. Yo, if a couple of years happen where things aren't happening the way they need to be, she made a wise decision. Not that coach isn't good. It's just the situation isn't working anymore for me. So I got to make a change. Headed over to Dennis's camp. You see what's happening right now. She's back making teams and running well. She PR'd. At some point, you got to make the evaluation when things aren't going well. Is this the right situation for me? And Christian's got to think about that. He's got to think about it. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat, man, because I'm sure y'all had a lot to say about Noah. Chat's going crazy right now. Yo, y'all seen Snoop racing Addo and Wallace Spearman? It was mad funny. Addo was toying around with him, running around the curve. It's funny because I seen Wallace at the back messing around, and they didn't show the whole race. They just showed the end, and then they showed Wallace already at the finish line. So he must have picked up and left them cats. So Addo was ahead of Snoop, but he still looked like he was struggling too. No disrespect, Addo. Pick up the one name Addo. More bounce to the ounce. So yeah, that's my take on 100, man. We need to talk about these fours real quick. And I may have a couple of people joining us, so we may revisit this 100-meter stuff. But Quincy Wilson. Well, let's talk about both Quincy's. Quincy Hall clearly he might beat Michael Norman. He by far looked the best. Looked the easiest. And I think he's under the radar still. He's winning all his rounds convincingly and easily, but he's still under the radar. I think a lot of these 400-meter guys now have a bit of a chip on their shoulder, because a lot of times, even here on Sprint Culture, we'll be doing prediction shows, and I'll be like, okay, we'll talk about the men's 400. Okay, we done? Let's move on, because it was not much happening this year. A lot of these guys are running 44 mid, 44 low, and it's hot. I think these guys want to put the 400-meter back on the map for the USA. Quincy Hall, I mean, the way he ran that 44, 42 today was like he's toying around. He'll go 44 low. Then you're in the mix. Michael Norman, while he looked pretty easy, I mean, you run 45.3. It's still 45.3. I mean, you want to, when everyone's running 44s, you want to run 44 too, especially if you're a favorite or the favorite. Sometimes when you're the favorite, though, you can run slower and still win. So he conserved energy. But as far as how people are looking, Quincy Hall is coming off a medal last season and at the World Championships. And he looks confident, man. I never heard him speak before, but he looks confident. I've seen him in the chat a lot of times in Sprint Culture. Yeah, I think he's got a shot to beat Michael Norman, man. And that'd be a huge confidence booster going into the championships. Bryce Deadman winning his section looked very, very solid. I like how they have all the splits for the 400 for each 100. That's tight. Vernon, the vet, edged out Quincy Wilson in his section. So it was Bryce Deadman, then Vernon, then Quincy Wilson. Quincy Wilson before the race got an amazing ovation, man. Fans love him. He's got star qualities though. On camera, he has presence. He's got a look. The way, the uniform and the get up, and you know what I'm saying, got some bling in both ears. He got a look. He's a kid, but I mean, that adds to his look too. I think I could see America falling in love with this kid, yo. And it's a cool story. 16 years old, being a favorite to be on the Olympic squad going into the final. Even going into the final is a big deal for him, man. I think that there's going to be a special performance from him in the final, depending on his lane, of course. But I think with Christian Miller coming 5th as a high schooler, that's going to be some motivation for Quincy Wilson as a high schooler going into that final. And if he was to come 5th as well, or better, obviously, that's a great performance for him. This is something that I keep talking about, and I think it's important to talk about because we need to know what's going to happen. With someone looking as fast as Quincy Hall right now, with someone looking as fast as Bryce Deadman right now, two people. Vernon Norwood running 44.5, so 44 mid, looking very, very good. And Quincy Wilson running 44 mid. Not to mention Chris Bailey, who's run 44.4 earlier in the year. Matthew Bowling, who looked all right today, but he still ran 44.9. And Justin Robinson, who also touched 44 today, I don't think that's his PR, but 44.9. 7 people, all running 44. Plus Ry Benjamin, who could run 44 if he wanted to. And we all know he's in great shape right now. That's 8 fingers I'm holding up. All right, 8. I'm going to be really looking at the chat during this question. How do you put Noah on that 4x4 team? How do you argue that? How do you defend that? Manny Hustle, respect. Appreciate that, man. By the way, subscriber or people on my YouTube family, Sprint Culture Vultures, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that. Any new viewers up in here, go ahead and hit that follow button right here on my Instagram, as well as the Track and Field Network when we get out of here. I might start streaming from the Track and Field Network every so often as well on Instagram. But yeah, who do you take off? Who do you take off? Let's say Quincy Wilson runs very well and comes 4th. Okay, so let's just throw it out there that Quincy Hall wins. Sorry, Quincy Wilson. Let's say Quincy Wilson comes 4th. Let's say Quincy Hall wins. Michael Norman comes 2nd, and I don't know, Bryce Deadman, 44.4, comes 3rd. Quincy Wilson, Vernon. I apologize, Vernon. I'm just throwing names out there. Let's say Quincy Wilson comes 4th. Okay. Are we going to take this potential star off of the team so that Noah can get his 4th 4x4 gold medal? I'm not saying it's an easy decision because I see what Noah is doing for the sport and marketing wise, how everyone's going to be watching that 4x4 if Noah's running it. I understand that. I totally get that. I don't have the answers right now. Right now, I just have the question. Do you take Quincy Wilson off of that team and put Noah? Get money. That's the question. Potential star or the face. Eddie Sanchez says America would lose it. Would they lose it if they took Quincy off, or would they lose it if they don't put Noah on? Be a bit more specific for me. We can't argue against what Noah's doing for the sport right now. I know all these NBA players are watching, dying for him to lose. He got Snoop chilling with his mom and shit. He's walking in with Snoop. He got briefcases and these Japanese cartoon cards shit going. Like he's on a bunch of levels. This guy's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. Say what you want to say about Noah. He's doing his thing. Can you take Quincy off of that team? No, Wilson has to run anchor. No, I can't run because of marketing. The question is, that was just a guy 74, Matt Tassanova. The question is, if Noah's put on the 4x4 USA in USA and lose, that would tarnish his reputation. It would. But he was on Jimmy Fallon. He's talking like he's running the 4x4. It's like it's already made up in his mind that he's running it. So confidence-wise, like we said, he's in a different place right now. And really, I don't think he'd run bad. He's in good shape. But I don't know how he's going to be feeling after 4 rounds of the 100 or 3 rounds of the 100 and 3 rounds of the 200 and 1 round of the 4x1. So that specifies the question even more. A Noah Lyles that just ran 3 rounds of the 100, 3 rounds of the 200, 1 round of the 4x1. So 7 races within a 9 or 10 day period. something like that. You're gonna throw him on the 4x4? Yo, I think the 4x4 would have been tough if he had 3 races before, 7 races before. I'm not saying he can't do it, but you got a fresh Quincy Wilson. What do you do? Yo, Majid, Trayvon's supposed to be on here right now. I think he's caught up on the phone with his girl. Let me see what's. Hold on a second. What's good, man? I'm calling him. Hold on. I'm gonna call him. Hold on. Let me put him on speaker. Listen to this, guys. Oh, call declined. You're a coward. You're a coward. Because you know I'm live. You're a coward. Coward. Sorry, his wife. His wife. Okay, so just putting that question out there, guys. A little curious. What y'all think about that? No splits. It's 44. No 44 splits besides the first leg. All 9 400-meter runners make the relay pool. Yeah, no, it would be. I mean, put in front of a lot of people. I don't know if it's that simple to just put them on there, man. That's all I'm saying. But it sounds like the decision's already been made. But I'm just wondering how that decision's already made, because it's not very clear to me. A thing, Mo. She looked pretty good tonight. She won her semi. I like the 800 because this is sprint culture. I just want to talk about her real quick, just because she used to run the 4. I'm saying 400 down. I just want to say I like her in 800, but I would love to see her in the 400 because the women's 400 was entertaining tonight. Don't get me wrong. Kendall Ellis looked very, very good, 40, 49, 46. Aaliyah Butler, I wasn't familiar with her, 49.71, second place. And Alexis Holmes, she'll get a spot on that team somehow, man. I wonder how much money Alexis Holmes is making, because she's got the marketing side down, and she'll always end up on the teams. She gets a lot of camera time. Good looking girl. I wonder how she's transferring that into her income. I'm sure she's making some good dough, man. But if I'm looking at this, I would love to see a thing out there. I'd love to see Sydney out there. I would like to see them battle it out. 49.46 is very fast. And respect to her, she ran very, very well. New Balance is owning the middle distance, I'm noticing. But I would love to see a 48. Who would want to see a 48? You don't want to see 48? Two women battling it out trying to run 48? I want to see that. If you don't want to see that, you're lying. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick, because yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious as to whether or not Bobby is going to let them battle it out in the 4. Okay. For those who don't know, we have spoken about the super shoes. We have spoken about the Nikes. If you go to heartbreak.run and you type in the discount code Sprint Culture, you will get 10% off of all your running needs. But the ones that you should be looking at, the running needs that could fulfill your needs, seemingly right now, if you're a 100-meter sprinter, are those Nikes. I'm saying that for free right now, Nike. It's unavoidable. You got the sprint. You got the sprints locked right now. It looks like. I know Noah won. I'm just saying. I'm vividly seeing your shoes change lives. I'm vividly seeing it. Does Heartbreak ship to Canada? Dan, if you're in the chat, could you answer that for me? Yo, Doc, come talk to me real quick. Doc, I'm about to send you a link. I want you to click on it. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Doc. Don't let me down. I always see you coming up in here, then you want to tell me I don't invite you on my lives. I don't want to hear it no more, man. I'm about to send this right now. I'm sending it to your Instagram. There you go. Let me see who else is in the chat, yo. Chat, let me know who you see in the chat. Let me get him up in here before I get out of here. Because like I said, I'm on another part of the planet right now with a newborn. I need to get some sleep. I'm just a sprint fanatic. So are you guys moving forward? I mean, we have the Jamaica trials coming up this upcoming weekend, and we also got yo, just a respect, Doc. Yo, big you up, yo. We got the Jamaica trials coming up next weekend, and also the British trials coming up next weekend. I think we should watch all the trials first before we say anything about who's going to win or be medalists. But I will say that Noah, Fred, and Kenny have made a pretty strong argument for themselves as far as what they're going to be able to do at the Olympics. There's only 3 medal spots, though. So we don't know. We don't know if they're going to be able to do that, and those guys are doubling. And so will you be? Oh, and so will you be working with Grand Slam Racing? To be continued. To be continued. I think we may start talking about the 100 a little bit more. We got to big up and give respect to the one and only Darvis Doc Patton. I don't have enough gunshots for you. You need more gunshots.
What else was that?
I know you watched the trials.
I did.
When you watch the trials, for those who don't know, Darvis, former U.S. sprinter, Adidas athlete, ran 984?
89.
989. A lot of nines. Been on a bunch of U.S. teams. So you were watching. When you watch, do you feel the jitters still now?
Dude, it comes back all over again.
Yeah.
Like real talk. I have to tell my kids, hey, be quiet. The 100's on. Shh, quit asking questions. Who is that? Who is this? Like just wait. I'll answer your questions, but be quiet.
Yeah. I didn't get to tell you I got a newborn about 5 days old now, 6 days old now.
What?
And yeah, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm pretty attentive, but I mean, when the trials are on, I act like I don't hear nothing, yo. Downstairs.
Hold on.
Oh, she was crying. I my bad.
Hey, be careful now.
I know. It's just for the week. The week.
Right.
But so as far as after the fact, well, okay, are you surprised with the top 3 medalists?
Well, you know what? No, I'm not. I thought Christian would have gotten 3rd. That was my 3 I picked. No particular order, but I had Christian top 3. I did.
Me too, man. I had him top 3 pending Fred and the Nikes though.
Yeah,
So if Fred gets some Nikes, he's getting the top 3.
I saw you talk.
It's a thing, man.
And
What do you think about that?
Do people on here know you? They know you full of it sometimes. Do they? Do they know? Like, listen, you sure you want to bring me on? Because I know you. I don't know if they know you. I know. So we might want to be careful bringing me on, dude. Like,
all right, yo, glad to have you on. It was great to see you. Big up the one named Darvis Patton. Quick visit. Oh man, I'm just saying. Let's be real. Let's be real, man. The shoes were a thing. I seen you come out here talking about the shoes before.
You had me on. I called them the cheat code shoes. Did you just see?
Yeah.
I respond with the code. The comeback, baby. I'm back. Man, I got 1032 in me right now. Just right now. Just I got that in me right now.
You mean no training on the track right now? You got 1032. It'd be a tough one. You're talking about like 3 months. 3 months of solid.
Oh no, we go 3 months for sure. For sure. Oh yeah. No question.
Yeah, I believe you. Gat's looking ready right now.
And listen.
You might be able to go 10-0, 10-1.
Had Wallace on. And Wallace low-key called people out. And I was like, bro, okay, I'm ready.
Now? He's calling people out now?
Wallace he was on your thing. He was talking about something.
He was.
Yeah.
Warren was in the chat. Warren Weir was in the chat talking shit too.
Yeah, all of them. Listen. Okay, win.
Yeah, I would enjoy that.
At the same time, man, they not trying to watch us old heads run.
I think I would enjoy watching that. I think it would be enjoyable. But I don't think y'all should run in bodysuits. I think y'all should run in like some basketball shorts and t-shirts.
You're right on that.
Yeah, I don't think y'all need to be in.
Yeah,
Some t-shirts, some basketball shorts, spike up.
Capping, dog, golly.
But yeah, I don't. But yo, you seen what happened to Bolt's Achilles the other day?
Playing soccer?
Yeah, man. Football. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But I was working out the next day. I played basketball a little bit, and I was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, being a little bit cool, because I was like, man, that's not about to happen to me, yo.
And so let me tell you, I'm out on any extracurricular activities now. Bro, when I tell you I'm out, I don't have time. I don't. The recovery game ain't the same no more. You don't bounce back the same.
Yeah, it's a messed up injury to get right now too.
Yeah. Well, at least it happened now. All right.
Hey, when you coach, are you out there doing the drills and stuff and doing like?
I got to show them it's snappy, baby. Like I got to at least think I still got it, like for sure.
Yeah, you're active, man.
No, I don't run, but I'm active. I'm gonna look the part as long as possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I don't know how long you've been on here, but I was just talking about the 400 and Noah going for 4 golds.
No.
What do you say?
No.
No, he's not going to get 4 golds, or he shouldn't be on the team, or no, don't ask the question, or
no, he should not. No. Listen, I heard what you said. I'm all about, the storylines. I would like for one of the quarter milers who make the team to answer that question.
Me too.
Like that's what. And look, nothing against Noah. I'm a fan. Like, don't forget, years ago when me, you, and Gab was on, I called Noah to win 100, and y'all didn't bring me back on, so I thought I got banned. So,
hey, that was a good early call, man. I didn't see it. I've been very open about it. I did not see it.
Yeah. But I told you, I know Lance Braun. I know his coach.
Right. What was you laughing about, yo?
Yeah,
that was very sinister laugh.
Just
but yeah,
I don't
think, yo.
4x4. I mean, it'll make a great storyline, but I don't see how you just name. I saw you name 8 people. That ran 44 open. I just don't see it. And you named the 6 rounds. I don't see it happening.
7 with that 4x1.
Yeah,
Actually, 8 because it'd be the final too. No, he'd only run the final. So yeah, 7.
yeah, just fine. Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Overall, I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be great. And could they put them on? They still win, absolutely.
Yeah. There's some fast. Chat. Let me know what the fast squads are. I know that Botswana's doing their thing. Let me know in the chat because I can't remember, but I know that there's some teams that got a bunch of 44 runners on there, man. It's not that simple.
You're right, but I don't see it. I don't think it'd be a good idea.
Might not be a good idea, man.
We just got a decision to make.
So if you were the coach, he's not on the team.
No, he's not on the team because we honestly we wouldn't need him.
Right.
Like we're deep. Like we're deep. We wouldn't need him. Nothing against him. Like, dude, go handle up. Go. Try to be Olympic champion in 2 events. Sorry about went dark on you, but
yeah. How do you think you would be as a U.S. Olympic relay coach?
I'm gonna log off now. I gotta go.
Oh man, come on, man. I'm saying, just saying. You got a lot of experience. You're a leader. You were in the game for a long time, so you know a bunch of different characters. People like you.
Yeah, they like you. They don't mean nothing in that game, man. Listen, I was part of it for a while, dude. It's tough. I would still entertain the opportunity, dude, but it's really tough because what you have is I'm sure you discussed this already. When you have athletes that already have individual coaches that are truly making the decisions, but then they want to input their influence on their athlete being a particular leg and what's important. And now the head relay coach has to make the decision based on this. But bottom line, it seems like you have a lot of input, but when the relay coach has success, everyone chimes in on how they helped put this relay together, and that's why they won. Ooh, but when we lose, crickets goes away, and then those same blame on the head coach for making a bad decision for the relay. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm sensitive. I may say something. At this point, I don't care as much, so I don't know stuff.
Well, it's funny. Most of the people I've spoken to have said that most people that are still staffed, it's because they're not saying anything. It's the safest route. It's the safest route. Keep your mouth shut, yo. Just, you know what I'm saying? We'll tell you what we need from you, and that's what we need from you. All the extras, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Extra words, we don't need all that. But I don't see anyone else really being thrown into the relay pool 200 meter wise for the 4x1. So as of now, do you have a US 4x1 in mind?
I don't right now. I don't. I mean, because the fastest sport don't always make for the fast. I mean, we this before.
Would you still put Christian on there?
Oh, at the hole, no question.
Yeah, no matter what, that's a solidified leg.
And he gonna be fresh legs? What? Both rounds? For sure.
Right.
Him
and Noah's probably a solidified leg as well.
Kung Fu or Fred, it's a wrap.
Yeah. So you got a team.
I mean,
that was a team.
I don't know. So third, I don't know what the third. Do you put Fred and you put Kenny on third and put Noah on anchor? Like, what are we doing?
I don't think Fred would be a good idea for third leg.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, really, if you're thinking relay leg wise, Fred might not be on that team.
Ooh, so who? Oh, what you saying?
Oh, I think Kenny's earned the right to be on that team.
Oh, no question, without a doubt.
And Noah's on the team, so both straightaways are gone. Can you argue putting Fred on third? I don't even think Fred would want to run third.
That's what I'm saying.
But let me. This is a big but.
Okay.
Fred is rounding into shape, so maybe he takes that straight away from Kenny. Now I think about it.
Listen,
and you know what? Kenny barely beat him. Hold on, let me rescind all that. I think we need to take some time. It is too early.
That's what I'm saying.
It is too early. It is too early. It is too early.
Give me some
But
time.
if you had to pick a team today, okay, that's where my head is at. But
Sure.
the way things are going for Fred, Nike Foot Fred, I think that he could definitely he can get that second leg. It'll be between him and Kenny for that second leg. That's the only question mark. On the third leg, you got to figure something else out. I think you put Courtney on there.
Ooh. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't even try to put Kenny on third? Come on now. Did you see his curve? His PR in the 200? Did you not see his curve? His curve on the
it's solid. It's solid.
But
it's solid.
Instead of coming out of the box.
That's a vicious team, though. If you go Christian, Fred, Kenny, and Noah.
You still got to make the handoff. I know about that.
That's a solid silver medal, man. Solid silver medal, man.
I knew it. Here you go.
They got it, man.
Nope.
Nobody is taking that silver from them. Nobody.
Wow. So though, me and you gonna have to spend more time with stations, but we gonna either gain people or lose people. Because me and you, we may have to just verbally box a little bit. Because
I'm ready for that action.
Excuse me?
I'm always ready.
You. And
always.
Darvis,
always.
Jabs, like subtle jabs. But I feel them though.
The subtlety is being polite.
I mean, whatever.
I don't have to be subtle.
For you to say silver, that means you have someone in mind.
Canada.
Who?
I have Canada in mind.
Which team is that?
From Canada.
Oh, okay.
The defending silver medalists. We actually just won a world championships a couple of years ago as well. You guys won one too, but Canada wasn't the race, so no one really cares.
Oh, so I get my fault. I misunderstood.
Well, we beat y'all.
No, but I misunderstood earlier when you said a lock for the silver. You were referring to Canada. That's my fault.
No, I'm saying that Canada.
You're right. Canada
has the gold, and then you guys will have the silver locked.
No, we will gladly. When they put the gold on our necks, we'll then hand you guys the silver.
All right, man.
It's just out of respect.
I can't wait.
America, right?
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Okay.
Hey, are you Andre DeGrasse fan?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do you think he has a shot to beat Noah in the deuce?
No.
Noah's 200 is disgusting.
Yeah, Noah. He's super solid. He didn't. You said it earlier. His confidence right now, dude. It is. Maybe people don't understand like what that does for you. Like, does a whole lot. And he's skating right now. Like he's on a different level right now. And now he has money for the two. Man, he finna go out here and do something sick.
Yeah. Well, check this out. Later on in the championships, jump on again, man. We chop it up as far as some more stuff that we see, man.
For sure.
And also even the remainder of the summer is gonna be a lot of stuff going on, you know. So
I got more time now. I'm gonna take up all your time.
Hell yeah, man. Jump on here, chop it up whenever, yo.
Yeah,
whenever, yo. Big up the one named Darvis Patton, yo. So we catch up, Doc. I see some very disrespectful comments about the Canadian 4x1 team. They're very, very, very disrespectful. And I don't appreciate it at all. Italy? It's actually not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick. Okay, I was about to shit on that pick, but I won't. Okay, I think I've covered everything I wanted to tonight. These guys are late, and I got kids and shit. So I'm about to be out, man. Continue to tune in to the U.S. trials, but check this out. Even after these trials next week, well, when these trials finish out, like I said, the Jamaican trials are next weekend, and the British trials next weekend. I was at Lee Valley today, a local track meet. Some sprinters were there that you guys probably wouldn't know, but some contenders for the British team were competing. Eugene Abodadzi and OJ Adibire. The conditions weren't the greatest. The wind was all over the place. Around like 10, 12 won it. People have run 9 on that track before. But Great Britain even has a shot at a medal in that 4x1. They got a bunch of people that have run 9 on that squad. So Arnell Hughes is injured, the World Championship silver medalist in the 100 last year. He's injured. So I don't even know if they're going to even have him run the trials. I don't think he should run the trials. I think he should just chill, man, because he could injure himself a little bit more. They got a discretionary pick in Great Britain. They might as well just use that to put him on the team. Because he's not beating Louis. If he's not healthy, he's not beating Louis. It's not going to be a good look. And the trials, you never know who else could come up. I mean, there's Jeremiah Azu, Eugene Ebadazi, like I was just saying. OG is due for something. CJ Uja. Nathaniel, I don't know what kind of shape he's in. We'll see. I'm missing somebody. Reese Prescott. These are a bunch of 9-second runners, yo. It's Olympic trials. So it's going to be on another level. He might as well not run and just hope that they put him on the team. He's a world championship silver medalist, so I mean, they may throw him on there. Matthew Hudson-Smith versus Charlie Dobson in that 400 meters will be nice, said All in the Game. Hell yeah, that would be nice. But Charlie's not ready to beat Matthew, though. But it'll be a good race, though. It'll be a good race. Matt, confidence-wise and fitness-wise right now, I think that's the world champion right there. At this stage of the game, that's what I think. It's subject to change as the season goes on, but what I see right now, I don't see how Matt's going to lose. But it will be a good race. So yeah, I'll be back on. Will I be back on tomorrow night? Yo, just hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Go ahead and follow Unconventional Productions. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and go ahead and follow the Track and Field Network on Instagram and on YouTube. Just so y'all know, the Track and Field Network on YouTube is going to have mainly shorts and short clips, but we'll lead you to the longer clips in the captions and stuff if you want to see the extended versions of things. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, just make sure you got your notification bells on to know when I'm going to come on. I'm going to start letting people know in advance when I'm going to go live. Like I said, I've been busy. But yeah, big up everybody. Respect for the tune in. And like I said, man, I don't want to see Fred in nothing but Nikes. That's what it is right now. Big up the Sprint Culture Vultures. I'm out, yo. Peace.
We talking sprint culture, we talking track and field. When the gunshot lick it, give a man the chills. We talking speed demons like Usain. The red track where a legend really makes their name. The US and Jamaica, they run the sprinting game. There's nothing like the Olympics for your claim to fame. When you break the world record, you show you ain't the same. From the men to the women, times are insane. Yeah, we talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture.